Good morning, sir. Good morning, sir.
Hi, good morning. Yeah, good morning, everybody. Yeah, good morning, everybody. In the last class, we are seeing about simple distillation problem or a differential or a Rayleigh's distillation, in which we have derived Rayleigh's equation, or we are trying to solve the problem based on the Rayleigh's equation. So, in the Rayleigh's equation, if you have seen the RHS side of the equation is nothing but an integral. So this integral we need to evaluate based on three methods. One method is to evaluate using graphical method. Another method is to use a numerical method. And the third method is to assume that relative volatility, the dependency of this mole fraction of more volatile component in vapor phase. Um, the dependency of this mole fraction with alpha, relative volatility. So in that one, the relative volatility, if we have to consider it as a constant. Then finally we have seen how to assume relative volatility as a constant and derive this formula. So we have seen all the derivations and we are trying to solve problems based on this simple distillation. Then the first problem in the last class we are trying to solve is this one: 100 moles of benzene and toluene mixture containing 15 mole percentage benzene. So in a mixture of 100 moles, so feed is 100 moles, which contains benzene and toluene. So A is given as benzene, which is a more volatile component according to our current terminology, and toluene mixture containing 50 mole percentage benzene is subjected to a differential distillation. So which is this mixture of toluene and benzene is subjected to a differential distillation, nothing but a simple distillation at atmospheric pressure. So the pressure is 1 atmos till the composition of benzene in the residue is 33%. So benzene in the residue. So bottom one, so bottom of this distillation column is 33%, which means XW is 0.33, which is for benzene, and um, calculate the total moles of the mixture distilled. So we need to calculate what is D. So F is equal to D plus W, we already know that one. So average relative volatility may be assumed as 2.16. So here the relative volatility is constant. We can directly use this formula. Okay, we can directly use this formula, but whereas we are trying to solve this problem by using three methods, so that you can be the three methods. You need not find any difficulty in solving other problems when other problems are handling. So Just wait a minute. It could be. Okay, given data we already noted out. So F is equal to 100 moles and XF, so mole fraction of more volatile component in the field is 50 mole percentage, for which we have taken XF is equal to 0.5. Then XW already given 33 percentage, and we have to estimate what is T. So we know from the Rayleigh's equation, since this is a differential distillation or a simple distillation, we have to use a Rayleigh's equation. So Rayleigh's equation is ln F W by F is equal to xf to xw integral xf to xw dx by y minus x. So graphically, the first method we are seeing graphically how to evaluate this one. So we know to evaluate graphically this equation. So the bottom one, so this 1 by y minus x needs to be plotted against this x. So in order to do so, we just have to find out the data. So the residue is moving, so the mole fraction of more volatile component is moving from 0.5, 50 percentage of benzene to 33 mole percentage of benzene. So in order to solve that problem using graphically, so in between 0.33, which is 33 percentage residue, and the field composition of benzene 0.5, we need to divide them. This composition needs to be divided equally. So we have taken 0.33 initially as given in the data, which is XW, and XF is 0.5 as given in the problem. Then in between these values, we are just making the difference. So 0.33, 0.36, and 0.39, 0.42, 0.45, 0.48, 0.5. So now we have to calculate y and x relationship when relative volatility is given. We know that one. Okay, we already know what is the relationship between y and x when relative volatility is given. So y is equal to alpha x by 1 plus alpha minus 1 into x. So we are just calculating what is y when x is known. So for the first point, first data point, 0.33 is the x value. So we already know alpha is already given. So alpha is equal to 2.16. So 2.16 minus 1, 1.16 will be there. So first point already you said 0.515. Then the next point, when we evaluate at 0.36, the point will be 0.549, 0.549. Then similarly, the third point you can evaluate y is equal to
0.5807.
okay, yeah. Okay, I assume you know how to calculate this one. So using this formula, using these x points, we have to calculate this one. Then next one is 0.610.
0.610.
Yeah. Okay, then
0.68.
0.63. Okay, 8 by something you are getting.
86, sir.
Okay, 86. So we can assume 639 it is. Then next one is 0.666.
65.
Okay, 658 something we are getting.
683.
683. Yeah. Then 1 by, for this data point, we have to calculate 1 by y minus x. So 1 by y minus x is 1 divided by y is 0.515 minus 0.33. You will get around 5.405. Yeah. 5.405. Then the next one is 5.291.
319.
319. Okay, you just calculate.
Sir.
I just calculated this one. 1 divided by 0.549 minus 0.36. 5.291 you are getting. Just to calculate once again.
Sir, I taken 0.548, sir. That's why I
Okay.
got 0.319.
Okay, no problem. Then 5.263.
5.263.
Yes. Then
And
5.263.
5.63.
Yes. And next
Next
one
5.319.
319.
Yes, sir.
Okay, 291 you are getting to see. Just 1 divided by 0.639 minus 0.45. 5.291 you are getting this.
Here I took 0.6338, sir.
638. 8 after what is the digit? Fourth digit?
6, sir.
8, 6. So we can assume 9 it is. Since that is more than 8, 5, we can assume 6,
Okay.
9. So 5.291. So then 5.376. 5.46. Okay, these are the values. Now we can plot the Rayleigh's equation. So the plot of Rayleigh's equation is between 1 by y minus x versus x. 1 by y minus x versus x. So we already know Rayleigh's equation is W by f is equal to integral xf to x w dx by y minus x. So we need to plot this one. So the plot will be like this: x versus 1 by y minus x. So we need to plot this one. Okay, you can plot x and y values. So x will be in this direction. So x will be in this direction, and this y axis or ordinate is 1 by y minus x. So we can assume what are the values. So values for the x is ranging from 0.5, 0.33 to 0.5. We will get we can take this one 0, you can take 0, 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4 and 0.5. Then here in the y direction it is ranging from 5 point. Okay, so you can take 5.376. Okay, anybody can guess, can say what is y axis 1 by y minus x, from where we can take?
5, sir.
0.5.
0.5.
Yes, sir.
0.5, 1, 1.5, 2.5, 3, 4, 5. 0.5.
No, sir. 5.2. 5.2 is there, sir.
5.2.
From 5 we can take, sir. 5, 5.2, 5.4.
Yes, sir.
Two
Okay,
different.
5.2, 5.4. Okay, we can also take 5.1 also then.
Yes, sir. 5.1, 5.2.
5.1, 5.5. 5.5 is enough for this. Okay, now first point is x is 0.33. So x 0.33 means here you will get and 5.405. 0.33, 5.405. We will get around this one. Then the next point is 0.36. So 0.36, 5.291. 0.36, 5.291. We will get around here. And next one is 0.39. So 0.39, 5.263. 39, 5.26 will get here. Then the next point is 0.42. Okay, this one 0.42, 5.263. 5.26 means you will get 5.26, yes. Okay. 0.45. 0.45 is this one. 0.45, 5.291. 291 is this one. Okay, then 5.376. Right? 0.48. 0.48 is this one. 5.376. 5.37 is this one. Around in this region you will get. And 0.5, 5.464. 0.5 is this one. 5.46. So you will get here. So your curve will look like this one. X-axis also we can expand this. So your curve will look like this one. Then now this curve is called 1 by y minus x versus x curve. So we need to evaluate area under the curve. In order to calculate this one, ln w by f is equal to integral xs to xw dx by y minus x. We need to calculate, in order to evaluate whole of this integral, is nothing but area under the curve between xw and xf. Between xw and xf, we need to evaluate the area. So xw, our problem xw is 0.33. So this region is our xw. So 0.33. Then xf. xf is 0.5. So our curve we have already constructed by assuming the data between 0.5 and 0.33. So this point is xf and this point is xw. We need to evaluate the area between them. So you know how to evaluate area under the curve. Under the curve is equal to, so number of square boxes. Since our graph paper is in square box, number of square boxes into, anybody? Area under the curve. Number of square boxes into Pavani?
Sir,
Area under the curve, how to calculate?
sir, we never used that number of square boxes, sir.
Okay, how do you calculate then?
Slope between the points.
Okay, tangent.
Yes, sir.
Slope between the points. How do you evaluate the area using slope between the points? Okay, really interesting. Can you teach me afterwards? This one, I never used that one. So in this one, if you say number of square boxes into value of each unit in x-axis. So how much the each unit in x-axis multiplied by value of each unit in y-axis. So each unit represents this one. So since this is a 0.1, so each unit will have 0.01. So in the x-axis it is 0.01. X-axis, this one, the value is 0.01. In the y-axis, we already know each unit is 5.1 means 5.01. Yeah, 01. This is 5.01. 5.01. Not 01. This is 01 only. 5.0. 0.0. So from 5 to 5.1, in between 10 points are there, so it is 0.01. So number of square boxes you need to count in between these two values. So if you see, this is a complete square, this one. So you can count this one as 1, and this is 2, and this is not a complete square. So this fraction of, okay, I am using different color. So again, this method is very important. The problem which we are going to see in the next problem. So based on this area under curve only, it will be dependent. So if you see this one, this is complete square box. So one complete square box, we can label it as one square box, and this is also one complete square box. We can take this as two square box. And now if you see, this is not a complete square box. Here this fraction is missing. From the complete square box, this fraction is already missing. And here also this fraction, not a complete square box. So from here to here, so we have to apply some approximations here. If you see, this is some 3/4 part. It is 0.33, since this is 3/4 part. We can assume this and this along with this one. So this shaded portion, all the shaded portion, and along with this one, we can assume as 3. We can assume this as 3. Okay, you can assume along with this shaded portion and this one as 3, and here and this one, this shaded portion, okay, and this one you can assume as 4th square box, and this one and this one, the small portion. So you can consider this small portion from here in order to make it this portion as 5, and then it will be some 5.5 you can take. So approximately you are getting number of square boxes as 5.5. 5.5 square boxes. Okay, then you can calculate from this curve area under the curve is equal to number of square boxes or 5.5 into 0.01 into each unit in y-axis, which is this one. So you can calculate this one. 5.5 into 0.01 into 0.01. So you will get around
5.5 10 power minus 4, sir.
5.5 into 10 power minus 4. Okay. Then using this one, you can just evaluate. This is area. So from this one, ln, we can put the RHS of the Rayleigh's equation as 5.5 into 10 power minus 4. Okay, you can send that ln to that side. So we already know what is f. F is 100. So ln W by 100 is equal to 5.5 into 10 power minus 4. So ln you can send to this side. Then W by 100 is equal to e power 5.5 into 10 power minus 4. So 5.5 into 10 power minus 4 e power. So this will get around 1. This one W by 100. So W is 100. Okay, something is problem in the graph. So W can't get 100. Just find out where is the problem. We are getting W is equal to 100, meaning there is no not at all separation is possible. So 5.5 into can anybody notify where is the problem?
సార్
Yes.
ఇక్కడ టేబుల్లో మనం రౌండ్ ఫిగర్ వాల్యూ కాకుండా 0.48 అలానే తీసుకుంటే ఈ 1/y-x వాల్యూస్ పైన వచ్చినవే కింద రిపీట్ అవుతున్నాయి సార్.
Okay.
అయితే ఈక్వల్ గా గ్రాఫ్ వస్తుంది కదా సార్.
ఒక ఈక్వల్గా గ్రాఫ్ రాదు కమిషన్ నేను చూస్తాను. Okay, yeah. Pavani, you were saying
Sir.
something? Yes, you were saying something. Like values or something.
సార్ అక్కడ రౌండ్ ఫిగర్ వాల్యూస్ తీసుకోవడం వల్ల గ్రాఫ్
ఫిగర్ వాల్యూస్ ఒకసారి కొంచెం నోట్ చేసుకోరా అది వాల్యూస్ మీకు వచ్చిన వాల్యూస్ ఒకసారి నోట్ చేసుకుని ట్రై చేద్దాం ఒకసారి.
సార్ నాకు వచ్చిన వాల్యూస్ 1/y - x లో ఫస్ట్ వన్ 5.405 వచ్చింది.
405, ఓకే.
నెక్స్ట్ వన్ 5.219.
219.
291
291.
319 వచ్చింది సార్ నాకు.
ఓకే, 319. ఓకే.
5.263.
263, ఓకే.
5.263 again sir.
ఓకే.
319.
319.
5.405.
405, ఓకే.
5.464.
464. ఓకే. ఏం తేడా రండి. Behavior suppose in each unit you have to take, each unit means this one. So you have to take 0.1, 0.1. This is 0.1 and 0.1. Anybody is having a graph paper, physical graph paper? Pawnee?
Yeah, sir.
Physical paper. Just I will give you my values. Just draw it. Okay, 5.392. First value is 5.392. 5.302. Let's say this is x, and we can expand further more these values. So 2.5 Okay, let us try with this one. So we already have values. So okay, then first point is that x is equal to 0.33. So 0.33 will be here, and 0.50, 0.40. 0.36. Next one is 0.36. $5.291. Then 0.39. 0.39. 0.260. Point 4. 260. 0.45. 5.291. 0.48. 5.376. Five point 5.464. So your graph looks like this one. This is XF. X double. Okay, now this is complete one box. 2. This is 3. This is 4. This is 5. This is 6. Okay, all this one. So you can assume this as 1, 7. With this fraction and with this fraction, you can assume 8. This and this one you can assume 9. This is also complete box. This is 10. 10.75. This is 0.75. So 10.75 boxes into y-axis is 1 unit is 0.1 and this is 0.05. Okay, something is problem in this one. Yeah, hello, Pavni. Pavni, you are saying some other method.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, can you please explain that method? Just I will try with that method. W is getting 100, so it is wrong. W can't be 100 because when W is 100, then we are having no separation at all. Yes, Pavni?
సార్
Mhm.
సార్ ఇక్కడ 0.5 మైనస్ 0.3 కింద
X-axis 0.5.
మైనస్ 0.3
5 minus 0.3, okay. It is 3. It is okay then?
ఓకే
Okay. Hmm.
పైన ఏరియా పైన 2 పాయింట్స్ కి ఏరియా ఫైండ్ చేయాలి సార్
Okay.
అప్పర్ ఇది ఇక్కడ 0.5 ఉన్న పైన పాయింట్ కి ఇంకా 0.33 ఉన్న పైన పాయింట్ కి రెండింటికి డిఫరెన్స్ ఫైండ్ చేయాలి సార్
Oh,
Sir, difference 5.42 minus 0.35.
I accidentally closed one note. తీసుకోవాలి. సారీ
సార్ ఇక్కడ 5.42 5.4 మైనస్ 0.35 అలా చేయొచ్చు సార్ డిఫరెన్సెస్.
ఓకే, మీరు ఒకసారి చేయండి. ఒకసారి మీకు ఏరియా ఎంత వస్తుంది చెప్పండి కొంచెం ఆన్సర్ మీ ప్రొసీజర్ ప్రకారం.
5.4 మైనస్ 0.35 చేస్తే 5.05 అలా వస్తుంది సార్.
5.05. This is area.
03
Hello. Hello. Hello.
Sir, 1 minute, sir.
Yes, yes. Okay.
అది HW తీసుకోవచ్చు కదా సార్.
XW is 0.33.
XF కూడా మళ్ళీ 5.46 మైనస్ 0.5 చేస్తే 4.96 వస్తుంది సార్.
ఏరియా
అంటే డిఫరెన్సెస్ ఫైండ్ అవుట్ చేసాం సార్.
ఓకే. ఫైనల్లీ ఎంత వస్తుంది? మీ ఏరియా ఎంత వస్తుంది? ఏరియా మీన్స్ ఏరియా అండర్ ద కర్వ్ బిట్వీన్ XW and XF. So XW is 0.33 and XF is 0.5. So in between these two values we have to evaluate area.
సార్ మనకి W ఎంతలో రావాలి సార్?
W some part lower అవ్వాలి. 100 F is equal to 100 moles. ఒక డిస్టిలేషన్ కాలంలో 100 moles ఫీడ్ వెళ్తుందంటే, సో ఏదన్నా సపరేషన్ మనకి కావాలి అంటే ఇక్కడ కొంచెం పాటే రావాలి. అరౌండ్ 50, అట్లీస్ట్ 50% ఇక్కడ 50% ఇక్కడ రావాలి. సో 100 moles ఉంటుందంటే ఇది 50 అన్నా రావాలి, ఇదంతా 50 రావాలి, లేదా అట్లీస్ట్ 40 రేంజ్లో రావాలి, ఇది 60 రేంజ్లో రావాలి. సపరేషన్ అవ్వాలి. సో మనకి 100 వస్తుంది, ఇది కూడా 100 వస్తుంది, ఇది కూడా 100 వస్తుంది. సో all the whatever we have sent in the field, it is getting in the residue. So there is no separation. So something ఎక్కడో తప్పు చేస్తున్నాం, అది అర్థం కావట్లేదు.
సార్ నెక్స్ట్ మెథడ్ చేస్తే కూడా అంటే ఇందులో వచ్చిన వాల్యూ అందులో కూడా రావాలా?
నెక్స్ట్ మెథడ్ ఓకే, నెక్స్ట్ మెథడ్ మీన్స్ న్యూమరికల్ మెథడ్.
ఎస్ సార్. సార్ అలా ట్రై చేయండి.
ఓకే 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 దెన్ okay, then I will try and let you know in the next class. No problem. Let's see what happens. Just you also please try the problem. Okay, in the next class I will try to solve this problem. The third order is also mine, so instead of CT2 I will take MTO1. Okay, yeah, Bhavani.
Sir.
Just try it once again. I will try to solve in the next class.
Okay, sir.